We now begin our encounter with the Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. First, let's define some important terms. Polytheism is a belief in many deities, many divinities, many gods and goddesses. Monotheism is a belief in one deity. Atheism is not believing in any deity. And agnosticism is simply not knowing whether there is a deity or not. Now, for the next 3 modules, we'll be dealing with the biblical figures of Abraham and Sarah, who lived in the Middle East during the Iron Age, around 1800 BCE. Abraham and his wife Sarah are the first known monotheists. The Abrahamic religions are named this because they all trace their roots back to Abraham. Jews and Christians trace their roots through Abraham and his wife Sarah. Muslims trace their roots through Abraham and Sarah's servant Hajar. Islam and Christianity have their roots in Judaism, much the same way that Buddhism has its roots in Hinduism. Another characteristic description of the Abrahamic religions is that they are considered to be ethical religions. This is a reference to the fact that all 3 base their moral behavior and worldview on the commandments of God. Most people have heard of the 10 Commandments given to Moses on Mount Sinai, but there are many, many more than just the top 10. Some rabbis maintain that one can find up to 613 commandments in the Hebrew Scriptures alone, and the commandments come in different forms. There are the do's and don'ts. There are also commandments regarding behavior and attitude towards God, towards each other, towards the creation and the environment, and even towards oneself. In other words, maintaining personal integrity. Since Christianity comes directly from Judaism, Jesus and his followers were all Jews, it should be no surprise that Christians share much the same sort of ethical and moral worldview and behavior as the Jews. And since Islam has many of its roots in the book, that is, the Jewish and Christian scriptures, it is interesting to note that Muslims embrace many of the commandments of Moses and Jesus. So, we begin our Abrahamic modules with Judaism, the religious tradition of what is called God's chosen people, a people chosen to perform a God-given task in the world. Now let's investigate just what that call and what that task might be.